Welcome back to Bite Size Vid's Crime Channel. Today, we're diving into one of the creepiest stories in American history, the chilling tale of HH Holmes and his infamous murder castle. This guy wasn't just a con artist, he's known as America's first documented serial killer. Stick around as we explore his life, his sinister hotel, and the mysteries that still surround him. If you love true crime, hit that like button and let's get started. H.H. Holmes was born Herman Webster Mudgett in 1861 in New Hampshire. From a young age, he was clever but, let's say, a little off. He was fascinated by medicine and even performed experiments on animals, not exactly a wholesome hobby. By his 20s, he was studying to become a doctor, but he was also pulling off scams like faking insurance claims and selling skeletons to medical schools. Creepy, right? Holmes was charming, with a knack for convincing people to trust him. He moved to Chicago in 1886, changed his name to Henry Howard Holmes, and started building his dark empire. Chicago was booming, especially with the 1893 World's Fair coming up, and Holmes saw an opportunity to cash in the worst way possible. Now let's talk about the murder castle. In 1887, Holmes took over a pharmacy in Chicago's Inglewood neighborhood. He bought the land across the street and started building a 3-story hotel, which he called the World's Fair Hotel. But this was no ordinary hotel. Holmes designed it himself, firing contractors often so no one would know the full layout. The building was a maze of nightmares, soundproof rooms, secret passages, trapdoors, and hidden staircases. Some rooms had gas lines he could control to suffocate guests. There were chutes that led to the basement where he had a crematorium and acid vats for, well, you can guess. The hotel was meant for tourists visiting the World's Fair, especially young women traveling alone. Holmes would charm them, offer a cheap room, and many were never seen again. He'd sell their belongings, or worse, their skeletons, to make extra cash. Experts estimate he killed at least 27 people, but some say the number could be as high as 200. We may never know the full truth. So, how did this mastermind get caught? Believe it or not, it wasn't the murders that did him in. It was his greed. In 1894, Holmes tried to pull off a big insurance scam with his partner, Benjamin Petersell. The plan? Fake Petersell's death for a $10,000 payout. But Holmes went too far and killed Petersell, then kept scamming his family. A detective named Frank Geyer started investigating and uncovered Holmes's trail of lies. Police raided the murder castle and found horrifying evidence: human bones, torture devices, and that creepy basement setup. Holmes was arrested in Boston in 1894, and the world was shocked as his crimes came to light. Newspapers called him a monster, and honestly, they weren't wrong. Holmes's trial in 1895 was a media sensation. He confessed to 27 murders, but claimed he was possessed by the devil. The jury didn't buy it. He was sentenced to death and hanged in Philadelphia in 1896. Even his execution was eerie. He reportedly showed no fear, smiling until the end. The murder castle was torn down, and today a post office stands where it once was. But Holmes's story lives on in books, shows, and even theories that he might have been Jack the Ripper, though most experts say that's unlikely. His name still sends chills down spines, a reminder of how evil can hide behind a charming smile. And that's the terrifying tale of H.H. Holmes and his House of Horrors. What do you think? Could you have stayed a night in his hotel? Let us know in the comments, and if you want more true crime stories, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Hit that bell so you don't miss our next creepy dive into history. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.